All right. Welcome, everybody, to this semifinal game between Josh the Canuck and rjkinger83. This is the Go Mode Podcast Mentor Tournament. We've got our Master Sword semifinals, and we've got a standard start here with two great runners, and I am joined by the great Fire Elements. Fire Elements, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm so pumped. This is going to be super fun.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait for this one to start, which looks like
Yeah.
we're about to start in 10 seconds. So, I think you did mention we're doing a little standard start here. So it's going to be really interesting to see what weapon we have. What are you hoping to see?
Yeah, that's half the fun. I think probably the one that has the most variance in it is the bomb start, because that's the one that I think most people are the least comfortable with, least familiar with. For the runner's sake, I would say maybe a bow or hammer would probably be the nicest outside of like a sword, but we know it's not a sword because we would have seen Uncle whip the sword already.
Yeah, bombs can definitely, be a little bit harder to deal with. I do raise you a little bit. What about blue cane? That one can also be a bit difficult to handle, especially if you're, trying to find some bombs along the way.
That's true. It can be tricky. It doesn't give you the kind of the unlimited offense. Look at that. We got the one that neither of us talked about. Got the Candace Samaria here, which is it is pretty nice to not have to be looking for that later because it obviously has impacts on a couple of dungeons, but it's not a difficult weapon. It's just a little slow. Like you can get kills pretty consistently with the blocks. They do fighter sword damage, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, and pretty, not too bad of a weapon to start with. A little awkward at some points maybe to use, but I think that both runners should be able to handle it pretty fine. And it also lets you get in a little bit of extra farming as well, because we did see the first drop. I believe I saw a small magic, so I think that could mean a bomb drop later on.
Yeah, it's there's a couple of different packs, right? There's the so the small magic. This may be the I can't actually remember if it's the magic pack or the one of the variety packs. So we'll see
Yeah,
as
we'll
we
see.
go.
We'll see what the next drop is. I believe it could be one of the variety packs, depending on what we see after that small magic. I do believe with that variety pack, there's a single bomb in it, though it's pretty deep within the pack.
Yeah, which is a little unfortunate. The nice thing is that what you can, right, if you know that if you know that it's either that or the magic pack, it's relatively low risk to kill a couple extra enemies because either you'll get a refund or you'll progress the pack.
Oh, and we
And
got
of
a
course we just get a
sword,
sword
so
anyway.
yeah, that kind of stops mattering then. All right.
Fantastic. I love video games.
Let's get the boots next and just turn this into casual boots.
Yeah, honest. Hey, be careful. You if they pull those out of Zelda style, you might get tarred and feathered for being a witch.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah, I'm sure some people won't mind.
All right, let's see. So both runners opting for the single pot. I actually prefer kind of what Josh did there in killing the other green guard first, because it ended up being okay. But you can see that it can get a little sketchy if he chases you down to the right if you're going to do that pot strat, especially if you have the sword already. Like I would probably, I mean, if you're comfortable, I would go for 8 slash, but that gets into if you mess it up, and you die, it's really painful trying to get back.
Yeah, had a little danger there on RJ side, but seems that they managed to get through it, picked up those hearts, and they're doing fine now. Got a little slight lead here by Josh, but it's gonna be a long race, so it's gonna be insignificant in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is that a handful of seconds at this point is relatively meaningless. Of course, flash forward to when both of them are standing waiting to cross the Gannon Bridge and in an hour and a half or so,
Yeah.
and we're thinking back to this.
Yeah, I mean that could always happen though. When that happens, there's a lot of places you can think back to, right? There's always going to
Right.
be like, oh, there were 5 seconds here, two here, three here. So it's going to
Exactly.
be it's always a long game.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no there is generally going to be no one single thing that's like to your point, like when it's this small of a difference. Like there are decisions that you can make that can matter more than that. Or like for example, if RJ had, you know, not bailed and ended up dying trying to finish out that fight, that would be like that's at that point like a multiple minute uh time loss. So I think being a little bit safer there is totally fine.
Yeah, for sure. It's better to take those extra few seconds to be safe rather than have a pretty catastrophic death that would be
Yeah.
minutes of time.
Yeah, and looking at it, I think you're right on the prize packs there because we saw Josh killing a few more snakes, which I think are in the same pack as the guards, and we could see
Yes, they are.
the heart and the arrow. So
Yeah, I
we've got
think if they would have killed some more, might have got bombs, but it seems like that looks like that's not going to be happening here. Oh
oh there it
wait,
is.
so okay,
Yeah,
on Josh's side, we did get the bomb. All right.
yeah. Oh, sorry. I said you know what? Excuse me. I said I was looking at Josh's screen and I said RJ, but you're exactly right. Um, yeah. So Josh cleared out the entire snakes room. So this is actually already potentially, it really depends. Like this can not matter. This can end up not really mattering that much, especially if we find like a relatively early glove. Getting back here isn't too bad.
But if we find the
But
gloves in here, it could be
yeah,
huge.
that would be extremely bad for RJ if the glove is here. Let's see. All right. Well,
Yeah,
it is
nothing,
three items,
nothing,
but
nothing
yeah,
too significant. That blue mail could be a little beneficial early on, just depending on if the seed's pretty stingy with hearts. It might make a
yeah,
little bit of a difference, but
totally.
overall, nothing too vital at least.
Yeah, which is honestly like I don't want to say it's like good or bad because Josh could have been rewarded for being heads up on recognizing the pack. Like he took the time, he cleared out, he did some extra kills, and he got the reward of the bomb. But it is always tough if you end up because that can be like a multiple minute swing where because it can be really hard to get back to, especially if you have to go back to the front. So it's
Yeah,
kind of nice to not get screwed on that.
yeah, and I mean, we don't also know how significant that blue mail really is between the
Mhm.
runners. So I mean, it could, it can increase your confidence in attempting certain dungeons, maybe dark
Sure.
rooms that you wouldn't otherwise. So it could also play a big part depending on if RG ever gets it or not.
Yeah. So we can see that both runners are kind of going up here. They're looking for resources. I don't hate this, but in a kind of an open mode, I don't totally love this. I think that it can be really kind of dependent on your comfort level, but getting all the way up here to lumberjack and like I do this in Kaz boots, but I generally don't do this too much elsewhere because I think that there's a pretty good chance that you're just never even considering doing this. And at the point at which you even have AGA access and think it might be necessary, you can still come back here.
So we did see the mirror that RJ picked up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't find any bombs on the way, so we'll see how they deal with that. But I get what you're saying about not going up there. I think if it's open, I actually kind of like it because it lets you get in two tree poles a lot easier. I feel like with standard, it's kind of easier to get two tree poles without going up that way. So I think you can make a defense either way for it, but
Yeah.
they
The
both
reality
decided to go
is,
for it, so it's not big of a difference either way.
yeah, the reality is almost every starting approach has like justifications that can be, oh, wow, that's really nice for Josh. You get another bomb there off the bird. All right, we'll see if we get anything. Uh, okay,
Okay,
that's unfortunate
yeah.
for RJ.
Yeah, that is a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how they handle that. Probably gonna have to either buy some bombs or maybe drop down and hope to find some. It is interesting to see a bow. I don't think we've had a map check yet. Gonna be curious to see what Eastern is.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's one of those things where there's a pretty good chance that you're getting back. So like we've got bombs now, but it's just unfortunate because it's a like if you go back, which I wouldn't be surprised to see RJ go back and just clean up. Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's a
Nice
little
refund.
insulting. Yeah.
Like he's probably going to go back there and do that and then just be pretty annoyed. And that's like that's a reasonable amount of time. Like walking all the way down those two stair transitions, that's non-zero. Like there is a cost to that. Yeah. And so he's going
Yeah,
back. Like
it's
I get it. I
reasonable.
probably
Uh,
yeah.
I mean, it's honestly not the worst thing to find those bombs in there because now there's not going to be incentive to buy them, which could
Right.
influence money situations or money potentially. So, I mean, 10 bombs in there isn't the worst thing to really find, honestly.
No, for sure. It's just one of those things where you like I think it depends because like I would say I probably tend to be a little bit more aggressive, especially in kind of open modes, and I would be willing to potentially leave that in this situation because like it's kind of shocking how much time some of that stuff can actually take. Um, like those trips are not free, and it sucks to feel like you have to go back and do that. And I think it was the right decision, not leaving something there if you don't have like the comfort level to be willing to be like, well, if that's the answer, I'm just dead.
Yeah, and I think in a game one, they might just be both just trying to, play a little more cautiously, just play maybe how they normally
Yeah,
would. I feel like in a
for
game
sure.
two, you might start to be a little bit more aggressive, depending on which side of the win loss you're on.
Hmm. Oh, nice flute. Um, also,
Yeah, that is
actually,
nice.
so this is pretty big though. RJ actually already he got done there on his track on his timer. So GG's. That's well done. Very quick. 7 minutes.
That's it.
That's a
Quickest
heck
I've
of a
ever
that's a heck of
seen.
a run.
Man,
Well, I'm
man.
very impressed.
It'll
This
be
is a small
interesting to
thing, but I'll just.
see. Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
sorry. Go
go
ahead.
on.
Well, I was just going to say, you don't need to walk up quite that far to act. Like, once you get into the box there, you can activate the flute. This is like a really minor thing, but it's like you don't actually need to go up that high to do the flute activation.
That is true.
So anyway, I didn't need to. Please.
Oh no, no, I'm just trying to think ahead, and I'm just kind of curious. They got the flute, they got that hook shot. Do you make an early mountain play, or do you just go South Shore? I mean, kind of both are open right now.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think, and you do have the mirror, so like we have. You're
Yeah,
right.
mountain
Though
is
I'm a little
pretty
surprised we still
enticing at
haven't.
this point.
I feel
Yeah,
I'm a
we
little
haven't seen a
surprised we
map
still
check
haven't
either,
seen
right?
a map check from anybody.
Yeah, because that could determine a lot. So we have that bow. We could do Eastern. Could do Hera. Like giving a map
Yeah, we
check in
can
would kind of
beat
determine that route at this point, but we haven't seen it.
totally. We can beat two dungeons right now, right? Because with the hook shot, even though we don't have a fire source, you can Hera pot to get up to the top of Hera. So like you can beat Hera, you can beat. Um, wow. Okay, I'm very curious to see what we end up getting out of swamp now because this is all of our swamp access super early.
It is. It is. It's interesting. What amount of things we've gotten so far. I mean, are you thinking?
Yeah,
Is this starting to lean towards a potential Aga seed at this point? Even.
it could be. Yeah, you're right with flippers and the flippers and the hook shot. Right.
Flippers, hookshot, cape. Like we're
Mhm.
just waiting for that lamp. Haven't found gloves.
Yep.
Haven't found hammer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any world where I'm doing that. Before, like again, it depends as to what you're saying. Like, what is on these, what these dungeons actually are. We'll find out eventually. One hopes. All right, nice hammer. Yeah, especially now being only one item away. Like, I'm probably
Yep.
doing almost everything before uh, pulling the trigger on Aga. I actually kind of like early Aga plays in some instances, but when you're only one item away, and if you don't have the pearl, I think it's pretty tough to chase.
Yeah, we can tell you're hammered. Pretty obvious.
Let's see. So
I
I
really,
don't,
I really hope we see
I
a
don't
map
hate.
check soon. I hate
Yeah,
not
I
knowing at this point. There, wait, no, that
I
was a
agree.
flute. Never mind. I thought that was a map for a second.
I don't hate clearing out some of the light world like sphere one stuff. I think it's usually good to not leave too many things, especially with the flute making most of this stuff like pretty quick. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's a
crap. That sucks. I
yeah.
mean, the good news for RJs is that again with the flute, hey, we
The
did it.
flute.
It's all crystals. Yeah. with the flute, it's not too bad to get back there, but I would probably just leave it. I mean, it's easy to say that now,
it's easy
knowing
to
that
go
it's
back
nothing,
to.
but like, yeah, I would just bail on it for the moment. Like, you know, you've got a lot of other things. Where are we going? Under the bridge?
In our looks
Under
like
the
where we're
bridge,
going
yes.
under the bridge. So
Yeah.
getting our flipper
right.
checks in both sides. Yeah, I mean that. I feel like that ice rod cave. That's an easy one to just decide to skip. You have you have the flute to just get back to. You have the flipper, so you can just hop down here and get everything. It's definitely one of the ones that I could see skipping. And RJ's side, taking that death. I would definitely see him not going back there at that point.
I would leave it. I think it's interesting. So the question to me in part is, are you like, okay, yeah. So this is RJ is leaving, and so is Josh. I agree. Oh, never mind. He's
It's just fluting. Go to here. It's quicker that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, especially since I'm going to. It depends also on your comfort with the dark rooms. Like, we don't have a ton of health right now. There is no world in which I'm doing Zora area before I do Eastern Saha right now, because like, I know that we can do all of this stuff, but it's pretty slow. We also have the mirror, right? So I have an opportunity to potentially, if I'm eventually going to have to do catfish, I can do catfish into this stuff. Or like maybe I have to go do ice later and I can just mirror and then do this. Like this is, and RJ's
short
498 too. That
rupees.
Really sucks. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, hopefully I figured he'd go to the Zors and see what they're dropping, but
did we see what I was about to say, what was the stun prize? Oh, it's a full. Oh, that's funny. It's a full magic. Nice. Yeah, like this feels pretty bad. Oh, well.
Yeah, nice there's the gloves.
Yeah. So I would be super late to those.
Yeah, that's really bad for RJ.
Yes,
you can't.
Okay, this is not. You've got to, if you want to kill the pickles, you've got to use the bow. Because he keeps stunning enemies and then killing them. That's always going to give you that stun prize. Ugh. All right. Well, hopefully he leaves and gets his money and then comes back. This is a really rough early game for him. Like it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts, because like this is like, those deaths are very understandable, but also it's like a super big feels bad because now you've already died twice. And it's like, what are you gonna? And the first one actually didn't hurt. The second one, when he gets back there, he's gonna realize he left his glove behind for a while, and it'll like, that can be very tilting. So where are we going? We are going right back.
We're going. I'm not sure about this. Okay, we got the rupees at least.
We got our money.
Yeah,
you gotta use them. You can't slash those guys, unfortunately. Get in there. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, on the right side, RJ will get the gloves.
Okay,
I guess. All
right. Yes, that's good. Sorry, I'm just like very scared for RJ here. I really want to see him get there successfully. Meanwhile, we didn't really get much out of the back of Saha, right? We got more money, which is nice and a little insulting, but
yeah, I got some more money. I mean, at this point, like we said, we have 2 crystal dungeons clearable, kind of hunting for the moon pearl, but you know, gonna focus on these dungeons, I'm sure, and just have to find the moon pearl on the way here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you think about it, we've got so Papa Hera is out of logic for the moment, but we have all of East Death Mountain, right? We've got Hera. Like you say, we're just hunting for a pearl. So I do think that it is it makes sense to go to Eastern here. I would like to see RJ use the flute for this transit. It also, again, it kind of depends on your comfort level. If you are comfortable with the dark rooms here, you want to actually do Eastern first, because you can just, with that glove, you can just walk straight up from flute spot 5 and then jump down and do Saha afterwards. It's a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that is true. We're still missing that lamp. I'm not sure how both runners are with dark rooms.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see on Josh's side pretty soon here. But
Yeah, like,
there is
that's
a
the
little bit
thing.
of discomfort with it from RJ's side. We'll see if they head there, or they just try to hunt for it a little bit more.
Which is reasonable. Like, again, the first dark room here, the one that Josh is going through, is generally one of the earlier ones that runners learn. But the second one is tricky, and even this one, I mean, like, I died in this room not that long ago, or doing this. That's good. We get a heart. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, this one that
cool.
Josh is in, that it can be a little tricky. I think the other
second one is really
one on the
tough.
way to the boss. Yeah, that one is pretty rough. You have a lot of enemies to deal with. You have to kill one of them. You have to pick up a key. You have to deal with a pod that's in a little awkward position. It's one of the harder ones, honestly. So
Yes.
we'll see how that's dealt with here on both sides. It looks like.
Yeah. All right, so we have the cape, which is nice, so we can.
Oh wow, we got our silvers already, man.
Oh right, dude. A bow in Eastern Palace. Imagine.
Well, I'm sure they're not going to be too upset about that, honestly.
No, I think you're pretty happy to get yourself silvers this early. Good offense is actually a really, really, really big difference maker.
Yeah, it looks like Josh is just resetting the room, which is
yeah,
a good call if you probably
so
get
I agree with this
too. So
this is smart.
Good
like
call.
it's, and yeah, I would say this for other runners too, is to not forget about this little fairy spot here, because it is doing that and then still successfully getting through this is still going to be faster than coming back. Right? Got the key.
Got the Igor down, got the key.
So the trick is you can't be completely at the top. Oh, you got the pot.
Yep.
Just up.
Just looking for that door.
You got to let go of your sword there, because I think he's turned sideways right now.
I think it's pointed upwards. I thought I saw him go to the left and come from that pot from below. Maybe I missaw it.
I think he turned, because I'm pretty sure he was where the door is, but he was facing to the side. And then he reset because he got hit by the Igor. But nice job. That is not an easy room to get through. That is absolutely one that you can get stuck in.
Yeah, definitely a difficult room. And the funny thing is, sometimes it's harder to get out of it than it is to like pick up that key. Sometimes exiting it is the actual hard part.
Absolutely. All right, so let's see. So RJ has his key. Going through now. All right. He's got a lot of health, which is nice.
Yep.
I probably would have used the cape here. If you're like, the health there is pretty valuable. I guess he's really low on magic.
He's low on magic.
The stun prize is a full drop, so I probably would have, in his situation, like, I would probably have been willing to trade, get the stun the Stalfos, get the full magic, and then.
Yeah, I am a little bit curious if RJ understands how the stun prize works, due to what we saw over at the Zora area. But
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, he's too far right here. Yeah, I think this is probably.
Yeah, this is a rough room. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I would just, and that's, but I would just be out of here.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably not worth it to go back. Just kind of
Yeah.
cut your losses, and you can come back here. I didn't see. Did we have a item on the boss or not? I didn't quite see it. Either way, I don't think it was anything valuable.
I don't think so.
Regardless,
I think we got all three, but if there was something there, it was not really important.
Okay, yeah. So if you have no item left, you can feel a little bit better about coming back later. Maybe you can couple it with pod, depending on what that is, and it's not.
I mean,
too
we
big,
already have the yeah. So this makes sense. So RJ remembering that he hadn't done the back, and he's a glove now. But yeah, like we have the mirror, we have the hammer, we have both bows. So pod may end up being a pendant, right? Which would be kind of annoying, but whether it is or isn't, like you have a chance to combo pod and then you can just mirror and go back into Eastern when you come back here later.
Yep, I mean pendant pod so often has a progression in it anyway, so maybe doing it regardless of what it is.
That's right.
And I'm sure RJ's honestly probably happy to pick up that blue mail. It can make a big difference. Dark rooms can help a lot with. They're pretty low on hearts right now. He's probably pretty happy about it, honestly.
Well, I think he's probably pretty annoyed because he's died twice already in situations that the blue mail would have prevented deaths.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's glad to get it, but I think he's probably I think he's probably like, damn it, especially if and when he watches this back and sees that Josh got the bomb drop and got himself that blue mail earlier.
Yeah, we're heading into Hera on Josh's side.
Yeah.
First item is nothing. So we're not going to have access to that big key. Or sorry, I guess we do have it. My bad. I don't know why I thought that it was in the basement.
I mean, I think that generally this is one of those situations where it's like, okay, I think if I took RJ's route here and I had climbed up, I probably would have gone through to Hera and then continued east instead of coming over here. Yeah, that I was a little worried about that. Those guys are really annoying.
For sure. So we got the second item in Hera as well. There's nothing too important in there. So yeah, no basement. Can just finish this one off. Yeah, from RJ's perspective, curious that they're heading back up to the mountain. I can see either way, honestly. I can see both ways, honestly, with doing Hera now versus later.
I don't mind waiting on Hera, but if you he went up to Spec Rock. If you go up to Spec Rock, I think you should finish the dungeon. If you want to go to the right here, I think that's totally fine, but I would not have done that climb into going over here that way. Like if you want to rush this stuff, because once you do that climb, especially without the boots, it's like that's most of your time to get to Hera already.
Very understandable. I get what you're saying.
Moldorm? Oh Moldorm 1, Josh 0. I hate that fight.
And we did find a Moon Pearl over on RJ's side.
Yeah. So there's our Dark World access.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this is it makes sense. Like this is easily the densest section left. Like getting over here, I think is a totally justifiable thing to do. There we go. Calm down.
Yep,
Small key that we will never do anything with.
Josh took care of Moldorm. Sure, they'll head over now, get their Moon Pearl. We haven't seen much else over here. Just the Moon Pearl so far, but we'll see if RJ does Spiral Cave or not. It's kind of a little bit inconvenient, right? If you do it now versus doing Hera first, but we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, I think especially with the way he routed it, really the only benefit of the route that he took would be to not isolate Spiral, because now he doesn't have if you had left Spectacle Rock, after you beat Hera, you can jump down and do Spec or walk back and do Spiral. But now Like if he doesn't walk back and do spiral, then it's like a lot slower than going up and doing spec first. Like, because you've basically set it up so that at the very least you're not like isolating that check. Like that is the one benefit of walking up and then going over to the right. Oh,
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, good.
I didn't even notice it. Yeah, I didn't even notice. I was like, oh yeah, he's ready to go. And why is he bailing? That looks fine. But yeah, I think so both of our runners are kind of throwing out some of the same stuff. One thing that I will say for both of them is that it's generally if you are doing the Harapot, you want to hit that star switch upstairs, like the room right before Moldorm. You want to hit it before you drop down so that you don't have to then fall down this way. You can just walk. You can just go up and around, go to the big chest, and then walk out.
Yep, wasting a little bit of time. Well,
Yeah,
a lot of time.
It's not
falling down like that.
It's not too bad. Yeah.
It's not horrible, but you could definitely mitigate it a bit.
Yeah.
I guess you could theoretically just fall down and do a bomb jump across the two, but that'd still probably be worse than hitting that star switch.
Yeah, I mean, Hera is always going to be kind of like a little bit awkward because you have to like kind of double back a little bit. But yeah, that is there are definitely some options, but that would be the one that you'd want to try and employ here if you don't have the boots. Okay, so Josh is, and you can see here, he's not actually like that. Oh, damn it, that's.
Man, yeah, Moldorm is just trolling. Yep, that's rough.
Like RJ wasn't, and still really isn't like that far off the pace here. We're kind of getting funneled, right? To the Dark World, like
yeah,
it's kind of like do your stuff on the mountain and then Dark World loop time.
Yep, I mean, there's a lot of seed left, and I mean, it is a little bit rough, honestly. Going into Dark World with 5 hearts and a fighter sword, it's never a good time to be had. But
totally
see how Josh handles it. I think we saw a map check, but unfortunately, I didn't see it. Is Skullwood's a pendant or a crystal here? I don't know if you saw it.
I saw 2 of the 3 were at the bottom. I was kind of watching RJ's brief.
Yeah, same.
Well. This is a crystal. Also, so I'm curious, what is your? I have an opinion, but what is your thought on going in at the cat portal here?
I tend to not do that portal. I tend to go to the hype cave portal, I guess you'd call it. I don't know if it has an official name. I do like that one, especially if you have a mirror, which I think you actually talked to me a lot about during one of my races, since you were my mentor a couple weeks. Yes. Kind of explain how having a mirror makes that like a really, really strong route that you can do. And I've, been really liking that ever since. Even without a mirror, I honestly kind of go that way anyways most of the time. But I'm a bigger fan of going in that way.
Yeah,
especially with like lower equipment too, I kind of like it because you might get lucky, pick up a better sword, you might pick up your fire rod. With the mirror, it's like not that big of a deal. You can just mirror out right there. I mean, with a flute, then you can flute. You can, like I said, there's a lot of things you can get lucky in picking up along the way as well.
Yeah, and I definitely prefer it. It depends on the layout. Like, so what I would probably do in this situation, but again, it's what's your comfort level, because like some of this stuff up here in Skull can be pretty slow if you don't have a fire rod. Oh no, that sucks so much for Josh. He got the bomb jump successfully, and that's like a tough bomb. He did a really nice job, and then he accidentally hookshotted down and got knocked away from the chest, which is really annoying.
All right, so it is Swamp Ice and TR.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and I guess you could also.
So
yeah, I mean, if Swamp was a crystal, you could also go on this route. You can pick it up at the same time, but I don't expect to see Pennant Swamp quite yet.
Yeah,
Considering
they're
we have,
definitely going to wait.
crystals.
I am very suspicious of that swamp. We'll see if and or when they get to it, if they have to, because like I mentioned, we've had all of the stuff for it for so long. So in RJ's spot, but again, this is like very dependent on your comfort level. I would almost certainly start where he's starting and go up to pod, because it's a crystal, you have everything to beat it, and you have to finish Eastern. It's scary though, because in his case, he still he like neither of them have a fire source. That Eastern Dark Room and the Pod Dark Room are both not free, but like that is the like, especially for the two of them, that is the path. Like that would, like, you get the hype cave, you get hype cave quickly, and then get over. Now you have the flute already, so getting to flute 5 is fast whenever you want, so it's totally fine to go left here. But like, to me, I would want to try and, like, knowing that I have to do that, trying to clean that up, I think would be probably on my mind.
Yeah, I would imagine. Maybe I'm making a little bit too much of an assumption here, but there might be a little bit of hesitancy on RJ's side from going into Pod in the Dark, especially without like a fire rod or something, because the turtle room it can be really rough. I mean, especially with like a fighter sword and low hearts, and it can be rough. So then maybe waiting for a fire source of some kind, be it a fire rod, or might just want the lamp in general. So might be a while before we see it, honestly.
Yeah, and again, like, that's very reasonable to say, like, I want to wait. I don't want to go into a dungeon that I don't feel like I can beat. So yeah, doing this stuff, because also, again, like, they have the flute, so doing this into a flute is fine. I think that getting, like we were talking about, getting the nice red mail on Josh's side, getting the 5 quick checks out of hype is generally valuable, especially because I don't usually love rushing over to that skull stuff too fast when you have no boots and no fire rod, because going through that dungeon is kind of slow. It's actually kind of a costly double dip. All right, so where are we headed?
Well, I think we're where are we headed?
We're going to Magic Bat.
Have Magic Bat. Okay, that makes sense.
We have Magic Bat, and we have Sick Kid, right?
I do believe so.
Yeah, I don't think we did that.
I don't think Josh did those when they came here, so we'll see. It could be something big
that
on either one of them.
That could be.
Did we lose?
We lost RJ.
Oh, no, we're back.
I was like, that is a very long fall
animation. A long loading screen. Like, never seen one quite that long on a SNES game.
Oh, nice
okay. Those boots
That's
are nice.
Actually, okay. So I think there's a reasonably good chance that Josh gets that, right? I think he's here in Thieves Town. There's a pretty good shot that he's going to do. There's a pretty good shot that he does this, and then hopefully what he does is he does this, then mirrors and takes care of that.
Yeah, I'm not super convinced that Josh will necessarily do it. Maybe trying to wait for the mitts or something to just, combine that all with Smith and hammer pegs and such. We'll see.
You definitely could. That potentially has a chance to tilt the race back and get RJ back in this a bit, because he is still a reason. Like, Josh has a fair amount of stuff done over him, but because again, we have to remember RJ still has to beat. That's the big outstanding thing. RJ still has to beat Armos, so he's got like a couple minutes kind of just floating outstanding that he's going to have to get back to at some point.
And the figure I've heard, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I've heard you save like a minute every 10 minutes with the boots.
Yes, but so that's true. It's also a little bit skewed though, right? Because the truth is, so like Thieves Town is a perfect example. Like Thieves Town as a dungeon, you save a ton of time with the boots. It depends on like what you have to do before you find the boots. Because this is the dungeon that has like a ton of like long straight hallways, right? So boots boot stashes are really good. Versus like there are some dungeons, like I think ice is not very much better. I'm trying to remember which. Structural Mike actually did like a whole analysis years ago that he shared that breaks it all down. But yeah, that is the like general kind of like Josh getting bullied by the Debo. That is like the general accepted amount, is that it's about a minute every 10.
Yeah, it's just very uneven in where that time save comes from. It's not, a static amount or a consistent amount, perhaps.
Right. Yeah. So this is I like RJ's route here, because also the other thing is, even if you want to do Skull Woods, this is kind of the problem that Josh had, is that like getting out from that portal that he had is pretty bad without the boots, because it's like slow to make your way through that. But also you really want to try and do village into Skull first if you can. First off, you might find a fire rod, right? Like doing Skull and then all this stuff is going to feel super bad if you get a fire rod here. But even if you don't get a fire rod, being able to like cut your route off up at the top is generally preferable, because like going backwards through all that stuff is pretty slow.
Yeah, when Skullwood is a crystal, I'm not the biggest fan of going there immediately. If I don't have a fire rod, if I have a fire rod, of course, but
right,
just because the fear that you will find that fire rod in Thieves Town or just somewhere in VOO. If it's dependent, I kind of like going there, just treating it as overworld checks.
Which I actually agree. It's Skullwoods is overworld. Ask Zaffikel. But totally agree. But nice blind fight. We got a little off script at the end there, but Josh did a nice job cleaning it up, and that is a third crystal on the board for JoshTheCanuck. I wonder where he's from.
Did we ever see?
Oh, nice! RJ, good dash. Let's go.
Yeah, that was good. Did we see a bumper cave, by the way? The bumper ledge?
We did not. So okay. Josh did come back down. Okay, so this is really good for him. He is going to get those boosts, and he's going to be incredibly happy that he did not lead this. But that's a good question. He still has his portal there, so he could do it after this. We're not
having the boots. I mean, it might make some sense. I'm not sure, like going all the way back up, because I would think, you're normally thinking you're going to start heading south after this point. You still have Hype Cave and everything on the way at that point. So it might be a little funny. I kind of like personally checking it after I come out of Skull Woods. I think that's usually a fairly decent time to do it.
Yeah, I think especially if you do the route that Josh did, and you're coming out at the top there, and you still have to go into village, I think at minimum, bumper cave probably is pretty worth, especially having the cape already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think.
We'll see if RJ checks it or not, considering they came from bottom up. So could be interesting. There's something on it.
Yeah, it's honestly the Graveyard Ledge is always so tough, because it's like it's in a very awkward spot, and I'll be honest, I don't have like a great sense for when to do it or not, especially in kind of these more RJ, no, bonk. we don't have a key. The key is in there. You don't have to worry about it. It's gone forever. Exclamation point chew. Goodbye. So it is an interesting question though, because Josh is going to have a really, really, really hard time getting back to that. RJ might, at minimum, check bumper. And again, with an early cape, I think at least viewing that makes sense to me here, especially if you're going to continue on up into Skull.
I'm a huge fan of checking it when you have a cape. I mean, I'm a huge fan of checking it when you don't have a cape. Honestly, a lot will disagree with that, but with a cape, I am definitely wanting to see what's there.
I think spying it makes total sense even without a cape. Like it's not super far out of the way, especially again now that we have the boots. I don't really think it's that bad to get back to, or to get to, especially if we're like, it depends on the rest of his route, right? Like if he's the other possibility, I don't think I would do it, but it's on the table, is since we have the flute, You could just say, I'm just not going to do Skull Woods. I'm going to do Bumper into Graveyard Legend Catfish. Do like a Kern jump across and then go get Catfish, because Catfish is
we have
hyper
flippers.
isolated.
We have flippers. We don't need.
We do. Sorry, I was looking on the wrong part of the screen. That's right. Yeah. We got it early. Yes. No. Well, even better. So it's in Logic. I would not go this way.
Yeah, this is probably not the best way, but...
So this is bad for two reasons. This is slower than just going around to the right, but also now we are not going to get that. Like, if you go to the right, it's pretty easy to at least get that bumper check. This is now really far.
It's possible that they come out of here, check it, then head over to Graveyard Ledge. I think we also have King's Tomb, so... Because again, I do think there might be some hesitation about going to pod on RJ's side.
No, for sure.
I could be wrong about that, but that there might be some of that.
Okay, I do like never. Okay, what I was gonna say is I was about to say I like this in that RJ got one item out of the front here. Skullwoods has two items, and it's more likely that an item is in the back than the front because of the way that the small keys work. So if you get an item out of that first check on the right, I don't hate just leaving at that point, because it's like the odds that the rest of this is going to be dungeon items are actually reasonably high. And all of this walking around is pretty slow. Now, again, you could just get owned by the second item being like right here and good, but maybe it's not, right? Like it's getting the one item means there's a pretty good chance that you're not actually getting anything else from Skull, and you're doing a lot of stuff in order to not get anything else. So and like you can see, like since we drop down, we have this like long walk around. We're gonna go and probably do the middle now, and if I remember correctly, that was the big key. And so we might come back and do the big chest. If we do, maybe that, to your point, maybe that makes it easier for him to go walk out and do those other checks as well, like you said, especially if he's trying to kind of put off the pod play.
Yeah, and I think that we might just be seeing, in general, a lot of thoroughness, and I think even from both sides, honestly.
Yeah,
we do have Josh going to pod here, and they actually found a sword on Pyramid Ledge, which is going to be really helpful for this dungeon.
Yeah, that is missable too. That is not a sure thing to catch.
Yeah, we still are missing, any source of fire. It'll be interesting to see if it is here in pod, because like I'm starting to think like where else could the lamp or fire rod be at this point?
Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, Catfish.
Yeah, or in pod.
Yeah, I don't think we really have anything else, right?
Bonk Rocks is another one.
Oh,
someone pointed out.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh, that's actually a really good point. If RJ, so RJ is continuing on, so he will get that as well. So he's going to actually clean up a fair amount of stuff here in the north that Josh missed.
Nothing on Bumper Cave, just some money. We'll have quite a few to go. We got what, four more, assuming Catfish is gonna happen.
Yeah, which it might not. I feel like at that point though, if you're at King's Tomb and you have a portal there, it's like, okay, this is good.
I thought RJ might have forgot Bonk Rocks, but thankfully they turned back and went in here.
Survey says
just bombs. I wouldn't be surprised to find a lamp and pod or a fire rod and pod. I feel like I often find that happen for some reason. Maybe that's just anecdotal, but
I mean, it's just there's a lot of checks, right? Like there's a lot of places where
there is a lot.
All right. Yeah. So this is going to be kind of interesting though, because effectively what this means is that you really just end up with RJ is going to have a lot of overworld, like slower overworld stuff done. If Josh ends up having to also repeat this could be nice. There we go. Nice lamp. So this could be very good for RJ, especially if Josh does not feel comfortable finishing this dungeon, like if he doesn't get like, because now we know the lamp's not in here, so it's either a fire rod in here or nothing, right? And if he's not comfortable finishing this in the dark, RJ now has the chance to come over here, and that basically makes up for his extra Eastern trip on its own, because Josh is going to have to make an extra pod trip.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if Josh does decide to head towards the boss. How it goes. Again, I think it's usually the turtle room that really presents a problem. Getting through this room. I forget its name pretty well. We'll see how the maze goes, but I do think it's the turtle room that's kind of the hard one. Thankfully, have the Master Sword, have the red mail, which will make it quite a bit. I don't want to say easier, but safer than it was before having those for sure.
He'll have a lot of chances at it, I guess.
Exactly.
And also, like this room isn't free either, right? Like the dark maze it's very easy to get lost in.
It definitely is not free. I would say personally, I even at this point, I usually have a map of it on my second screen, and it helps greatly with it. Turtle Room, the map doesn't do anything at all for you.
Right.
So
I know some very experienced runners, like runners who've been playing for years, like 4, 5, 6 years, who still have like a map up for these dark rooms. Because like, why not? It's absolutely still worth it to make sure you do it right. Okay. So RJ didn't get anything else, but that lamp is really big. So what I'm hoping we see from him here is, it also wouldn't surprise me actually. So I did notice it, but we didn't talk about it. He didn't actually save the old man.
Oh, really?
So it wouldn't.
Oh, that's the ice rod, right?
I think so, because Josh has that and RJ doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, he has to go do that then at some point. This makes me think he's actually going to get that sword, because I feel like if you are going to pod here, you should be coming from 5 unless
you're thinking about turning in doing Pyramid Fairy after, because pod is our other 5-6, but it looks like they're going for this now anyways.
Yeah, basically I would have exactly what you're saying. I would have done exactly that. I would not be going to Pyramid now. I would be going to pod Eastern, getting those 2 done, and then doing the big bomb into the pyramid check, and then cussing really loudly when I see it's a sword.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I play it. I'm a huge fan of combining big bomb with a pyramid ledge, and but lucky for RJ, they came here first and can get that sword, which will help a lot. It'll help a lot in mod for sure.
And so I think that's where like the because that's why it's like, if you were going to just go straight to pod, you would want to flute to 5 from the start. But this is fine. Like, it's going to work out well for him. So now this is going to be the key thing. This is one of the big pivot points, I think, in the race right here, is how does Josh do in this dark room?
Yeah, have full hearts. Have that red mail. I don't know if they have anything else available. Any other safeties,
they've got ether, which helps if you flip the turtles over.
That is true.
That makes a big difference. True. But this is, like, Josh has currently still somewhat of a lead, but like this right here is basically going to determine if he gets to keep his lead or not. And he's still actually struggling to get through the first room.
Yeah, having problems finding that door.
We
got through it. Yep.
All right.
How we do with this first little turtle?
Here we go.
All right.
GL. I'm so nervous.
Yeah, yeah. This is such a hard dark room.
I think you got like 2 or 3. Yeah, you got 3.
Oh, yeah, I got 3. Okay. That's good.
So half done.
No hard drop too, which is nice.
Oh, that sucks. He used the second ether by accident. He didn't switch back to his hammer right away. Okay, I think you got at least one more flipped.
Yeah, that's
2 more. 1 left. Come on. Right, he has something that he could be using and he isn't. He has a B. The bee can actually tell you where the last turtle is. But he got it. Let's
He
go.
got it, man. That's nice.
Nice. That's
Good
huge.
job,
All right, that's
man.
really big. Really important. Really nice job. And
yeah, I
his
didn't know
reward
the.
is
I never
homicide.
thought about using the bee like that, but you're right. That would.
Yeah,
that
it'll
would help,
let
wouldn't
you
it?
know, because especially when you only have like 1 or 2 left, it'll chase down to the turtle. All right, so that did still take some time. So RJ is going to have a faster trip through the rest of this dungeon, but he's going to have to mirror here and then still be Eastern. So Josh is going to not have to do that. But I think the question then becomes, where does Josh go after this?
Yeah, and I mean, as long as Josh doesn't get that lamp, RJ can make up some time. We have the dark rooms in here, make up a little time. Meyer could come into play. Those dark rooms can definitely be a bit tricky.
Oh
make
yeah,
up some time
Meyer is
there.
very tough.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll see if Josh ever does end up with that lamp. But if not, that can be some good time save for RJ.
Yeah, and if he does get but the thing is that because it's good for RJ in either case getting it first, because Josh, in order to do that, is committing to a bunch of overworld stuff, right? Like, and it is also possible for the fire rod to be like I'm not, obviously there's not a lot of stuff, but like for example, if the fire rod is on like Landmo, you have to get to that land, right?
Yep, that's true. I mean, that's possible.
That would suck,
and I mean, and if we don't get that lamp, you also have to think about some other things like Ganon, they have silvers. I was gonna say that the torch glitch is hard to get, but we have silvers. That's not a big deal in this case.
Yeah, I mean GT can still be a little awkward on magic depending on like what you have and how you route it. So,
yep, for sure.
Okay, where are we headed? Oh, Bonk Rocks.
We're checking Bonk Rocks. Yep.
Yeah, good memory. Okay. All right, so
I mean, I'm thinking, do we start to see a swamp play soon here?
I am absolutely. I mean, I've been thinking about swamp since minute 7 of the seed or whatever it was. So I think this looks like Josh is going to do all those overworld checks that RJ did. So it's good for him that he'll get his lamp, but this is going to give RJ back some time. Like this is going to be, I think Josh will still be ahead, but it's not going to be by like a crazy margin because he definitely spent time that RJ is not going to spend here.
Yep, I mean, I think Josh is definitely going to be ahead by Eastern at the very least, because RJ's going to have to take care of that right after this. Hopefully they remember to go in there and get that done. I'm sure they will. And I mean, then after this, like, what's really left out there? We have swamp and like, I think that's about all we have left, right? Can't access anything else. I don't believe.
I don't.
No Dark Death Mountain. Can't get into ice. Can't get to Meyer area.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to figure out where RJ was going there, but I guess it was just going around to get to the bumper check. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else. We already got both items out of Hera, so the fire source doesn't matter for Hera.
So I mean, good chance we find Mitts in Swamp, but could just be Fire Rod. I think those are really kind of all we're looking for right now, unless we need Bombos for Meyer, or could be something really fun where we are Fire Rods in Ice Palace and we need Bombos for that.
That's always a good time.
Yeah.
Homemade beer right now is somewhere saying like, oh, you need to just immediately go to Swamp to get your mitts. The beer route would 100% already have its mitts.
So the question becomes, if you go into Swamp and you get your mitts, do you leave immediately or do you proceed?
I am probably gone. Well, it depends on where they are, but like, if it's like Waterfall, maybe I finish it, but like I'm not there's very little that I'm.
And that is true. We still have Pyramid Fairy that nobody has checked.
Right, that's a good point.
And,
we have
yeah.
the 5/6.
And I think personally, I would check that before heading into Swamp myself.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So also this is interesting. It looks like Josh is not going to Catfish. So that is actually a moderate time save there. That would have that's actually about half of the time. If he had finished by going back in and going through to Catfish, that would have been a reasonable chunk of what RJ is spending here in Ice. So avoiding that is actually pretty big.
I was actually going to say, unless they're going to do a Pyramid Fairy, then go to Catfish, but it looks like we're just going to Swamp here. So it'll be interesting to see if RJ does the same thing or decides to head to that Pyramid Fairy. Could be a big difference depending on what's on each.
No, I think that's fair. I think getting those 5/6 out of the way, it's like it's good. It makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I just like this is one of those things where it's like it feels like. And again, this like it absolutely could be bait, but it feels like this has been like screaming. The seed's been screaming swamp at me since.
And it has. I mean, we had access to swamp right when coming to the Dark World initially, right?
Yeah. Which is why, of course, it's not going to be here, and it is just going to be on Pyramid Fairy because
I'm a huge fan of Pyramid Fairy. I love to leave Pyramid Ledge, so I come there to get the fairy, and I'm always just happy to get those three things. So I'm a big Pyramid Fairy fan, but we'll see what we get in Swamp here.
Yeah, but like I think because like you said, right? Like odds are we are probably Mit's Fire Rod go. Like it is in the realm of possibility that we're not, but like I think Mitz unlocks by far the most. In some ways, it'd be nice to just get the Fire Rod here because then it's like, oh, cool. It's probably just nice.
We could get Fire Rod. We could also get the book that unlocks something in Desert as well. Could just find a book here, which would be slightly annoying, I'm sure, but that is another progression we could get.
Yeah, book would be okay. I think if I found the book, I would keep going though. Like I'm not leaving all of the remaining items in Swamp. Well, again, it depends on what's left, but like odds are I'm staying in here if it's book and it's unlocking a 2-item desert. But plus a couple of like really terrible tablet checks.
And I think also I do believe that technically Pedestal is alive if Bombos is there and TR Access is something else. So Pedestal fans, it's still alive.
All right, so we do have 2 items on left side because we just got map and compass there in Diver Down. Ooh, is this going to be a bad layout too? I don't think we have the big key yet, right?
Oh boy, RJ's going to a Pyramid Fairy. I'm excited.
Okay,
excited for this.
This is he doesn't know it, but this is also a very good. If he just follows Josh the rest of the seed, he is probably not. That's probably not a win condition for him, right? Because he's far enough behind. Like he's almost a full dungeon behind right now, and they've done basically all the same stuff except Catfish. So RJ making it, this is one of those things where it can be hard to know, but making a decision to do something that if you feel like you probably are behind, like that you think maybe your opponent didn't do, is potentially a good decision, right? Even if this isn't the answer and Swamp is the answer, doing this, I think, was still the right call because it gives him an out that he otherwise wouldn't have had.
All right, here's the moment of truth. What do we got? Oh, nope. Okay, nothing.
Okay, so he should be.
Oh, there's a Fire Rod on Argus.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So like I'm.
Well, so there was an item in the back of Skullwoods, right?
I think there was one. I think I'm just going and beating my crystal and coming. The problem is he's going. Okay, so he's going back in. I get it.
It's one item, right? It's one item versus 2 in here, I believe.
Well, I think it's 3. Did we
we got the big chest? Yeah,
we
saw
did
map
get
compass.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, it's 2 on the left. It's, you know, not great. Get the key. Good. Okay. So RJ, yeah. So RJ's heading to. This actually also made sense because RJ actually we'd forgotten, but RJ did have an extra overworld checkout standing. So doing all the overworld first actually was pretty reasonable.
Yep, makes sense.
But yeah, I think I don't know. Coming back in here kind of sucks, but
I personally don't think it's the worst thing ever because, like I said, you have 1 in Skullwoods, you have 2 in here. You still need those mitts. If it's you go to Skullwoods and you don't get it, you're gonna feel horrible having to come all the way back here, right?
Yeah, the one thing I will say is you don't need to dive if you are coming back in like this. Just walk around. Like there's the diver down here really doesn't save any time, even if you do it like exactly correctly. Versus just hitting the switch and walking out, because you only need the value from the diver down is getting the key. But we already have the extra. We don't need any more keys.
Yeah, I thought it saved a tiny amount if you do it perfectly. Like lay your bomb perfect time, so you're not waiting too long on it. Do the diver down like immediately. I thought it saved a tiny bit of time, but it's like pretty small, right?
But that's what I mean. It's like if you do it exactly correctly, it saves a really small amount of time, and by really small amount, it's like I want to say it's like well under it. It's like easily less than a second. So it's one of those things where it's like. It's almost
it's probably not worth it unless yeah.
But I would say so this is actually going to be so RJ is grabbing this key first,
and we got there's nothing on left, just 2 hearts. So
yeah. So if I'm Josh, I don't mirror it right now. I go back into the dark world and do pyramid ledge or pyramid fairy, but he will save some time by not doing it. What does he have?
Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot they didn't do pyramid fairy. So I guess in their mind it was 3 versus 2, right?
But so like that's the thing is that part of it too. There is like part of the reason that I don't hate doing swamp first is you can do swamp into pyramid fairy, and it's kind of a nice little route up. But skipping pyramid fairy afterwards is again it's fine. Like we're gonna. Like he doesn't know it, but that's a time save, so that's good. And he's going to get his probably progression off the back of Skull. I mean, it's like where's our stuff?
There's nowhere else it could be, right? I mean, it's all. What do we get? Do we get a book or do we get the mitts at this point, or something really annoying like a mushroom?
Oh baby, shovel,
yeah.
So, and unfortunately for
RJ could save a little time if they don't do left side. Can make up a little bit.
So RJ grabbed that extra key. RJ grabbed the specky key. So I
kind of wondered if they were going to skip this key here. Like that'd be crazy. But
we saw that this morning in the race with Algo and Zeddy. And I don't love skipping the Phelps key because the thing is that basically now if you do that, you're just saying I'm literally never doing left side.
Oh yeah,
like it is literally dead forever, which is fine. But it's like,
but not in this circumstance. I don't think it's fine.
Yeah, I would not do that in this circumstance. I will say in Josh's case, you want to beat the boss here first before you check under the bridge, because you know that you already have 1 item, right, and you are going to have to beat Moth. Like it saves potentially a screen transition, but you're risking like Moth is the one that actually has the like highest likelihood to have your item.
Yeah, you
Moth
just
cannot have a small key.
Yeah, you just hope you get that item, and then you don't have to ever go to that other chest.
Yeah, just go beat Moth.
No, not using silvers here against Argus on RJ's side.
Yeah,
but got him down anyways. Yep,
a little slow.
Got the fire rod. We'll see if we go back in.
Yeah. Okay, Josh dropping in for his moth fight.
Yeah, nice on Josh waiting for that hand to fall down so that it doesn't get grabbed after falling down the hole.
That's such
had
a
that
bad
happen
feeling.
to me recently, and it was great.
It's so painful. Okay, so this is good for RJ. He is leaving, which he doesn't know it, but like again, so they both basically skipped a 2-item game. They just skipped different ones. They didn't know it. Probably actually similar in time in terms of how long they would take to get. But yeah, so, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, just got a map off of Mothula.
And he already did under the bridge, I think, didn't he?
Did he? I'm confused. What are
he did
we
it
missing?
first.
Oh, we got a book from there. I didn't see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pedestal check. Pedestal fans.
Yeah.
Pedestal is dead.
So headed. I mean, obviously, your next stop is desert, right? You're gonna beat desert, and then you're going to pray that that's where your mitts are. Then when they're not, then you will presumably
go check ether tablet first because it's quicker.
Yeah. You gotta hit the button. Josh, hit the button.
Have we seen have we seen Spike Cave yet?
No. That's a good point. That's
that is our mitts could be in there as well.
Ether into Spike Cave.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I would do that first. If this is not the answer. And I mean, the thing is that there's still enough time. Like, there are still enough, like, theoretical decisions here. Like, RJ is behind, but he's not so far behind that, like, he couldn't still make, like, a different choice that gets him back in the race.
Yeah, especially if once we get those mitts, we find out that Bomb Boost is what locks Meyer. I mean, that can make, there's a lot of choices at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be big, but also even like, if we if we're hunting for the mitts and Josh chooses to go check Catfish, that would give RJ back a bunch of time. That trip is going to be slow.
Yeah, also, that's true. I'd be a little surprised about that, honestly. If they did,
but you never
Catfish. Know. Yeah, you never know.
I mean, I agree, but you never know. Like, maybe you get worried about it because you left it when it was available. Also, because he still has Big Bomb, so he could do Big Bomb into Catfish.
Actually, yeah, that's not horrible now that I think about it that way. I almost would potentially.
Well, we did.
Oh, there's our man. It's just been there the whole time. Okay.
All right.
Did they never check that, or did we miss it, or what?
I feel like we're watching him go and he didn't check. Man, I don't know. Commentating's hard.
Yeah.
I feel like he could. No, I feel like he didn't see that because otherwise he would have just immediately gone after he got the big key. If he had known that was there, right? I feel like he did more stuff after he picked up the big key. Or maybe I'm stupid.
Yeah, I have no idea. Because I thought we saw a flute to a Gina at some point, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
No. Oh my God, we never did a Gina, did we?
Did we?
Sphere 1 entrance. That's where our other gloves were. Oh boy, that would have been fun. That actually would have been really fun. In case anybody's wondering, I do not have chat up, and so if you've been screaming into the void about Agina for the last hour and a half, I apologize.
Yeah, I have chat up. I just read it selectively, so sorry. Yeah, well, either way, we're gonna find out what Meyer is really soon here. So this will be
Yeah.
kind of the big moment, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's still room, but it'll be tough. If Meyer is Ether or Quake,
Yeah, I mean, it could come down to some GT routing as well,
yeah,
depending on
GT
how
routing,
divergent it
Meyer
is.
routing as well, right? Somebody could choose
Yep.
to go to cutscene, and someone could choose to skip it.
Oh, it is
Dear.
Bombos. Oh
Okay,
man.
so you've got 3 checks here right away, right? Could be under the mat, as we say. Oh God. All right. Well. Uh-oh. Oh.
Yeah,
We love Brando.
yeah. I mean, at this
That-
point,
that
if it's not
is-
in.
Unfortunate. I mean, now we have probably TR access. We've got all.
Yeah,
We've
I
got
mean,
Dark Death Mountain.
If it's not here, I think I'm rushing Death Dark Mountain. There's just a lot up there. There's TR. There's just so much
Yeah.
up there at this point.
I agree.
That's where I'm going immediately.
And then we don't find it and go get it out of ice.
Or
here we go.
We,
Bombo-
get
here
it
we go.
from Agina.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's an interesting route
Bombos
to
and
go
Agina.
to Agina, but if Agina has the Bombos.
I mean, this is a good saving. Also, actually, RJ still needs to go and get his. Maybe he doesn't need his ice rod, but maybe he does.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, I'm so sad.
If we have a Bombos on a Green Pendant or something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So this makes total sense for Josh. This is there's a lot of value up here. Pretty high likelihood that we are going to find it either in the DDM stuff or in TR, right? Like it could be nice. That would certainly
Could
be
be
a good
in,
solid meme outcome, but
Yeah, we have. I mean, there's a lot up here. There's also Spike Cave, which I still believe has been checked. And then
I think you're right.
I don't think we ever checked Ether Tablet as well. So I mean, there's a lot up here.
Yeah, you're gonna do. I think you do your. So, I believe if you are going to check Hookshot and Super Bunny, I believe it is actually slightly faster to come from the bottom.
Yeah, we probably want to get this open, though. We don't know if this is Bombos or not
for sure.
yet.
But it's like even if you do that and then mirror, I think it is still actually slightly faster. I believe that, or at least that's what I have seen referenced in the past.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was faster that way. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels like
you had to like
faster.
go into Super Bunny and like run back out. It probably costs a bit of time.
It feels like it shouldn't be faster because it's 2 extra mirror transitions, but it is saving you this back and forth plus the trip through Super Bunny, which Super Bunny is really slow because these spiral staircase the spiral staircase is basically just as bad as a mirror transition. And so instead of having to double back and go through it a couple of times, you're going through it once.
Right, Super Bunny's a bust. It'll be interesting to see where RJ goes, if they go the same way or if they decide to do something a little bit different here.
And just one other thing, the other thing I would add is, especially if you are go -1 in this situation, you would also want to do these 2 things, and you're doing these things first, because you may never need to open TR, right? If we find the Bombos in here, then we're never going over to the other side.
Another valid point.
And survey says, nope.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Do we go to TR now here?
I mean, I feel like
I would think so. I think it's what you do, but yep.
I feel like you gotta. Yeah. I mean, I think it's like
what would your thought be on checking Ether Tablet before going into TR though?
I don't think so, because it's one of those things where it's like, right, okay, this medallion theoretically could be anywhere, but like running back and forth like that is actually kind of slow. Like it's actually, you're kind of far away. It's not really that much better running from over here than it is actually just running from like the bottom. It's better, but it's not actually that much faster.
What if we routed in Ether Tablet first though? So we went up through,
So I think that if you wanted to think about that, then routing left to right. So it's not actually that much. Again, like it's not actually that much slower going from the left side uh, into TR than it is coming from the bottom. So saying I want to go from the left, and then I'm going to do ether tablet into my opening TR into those other checks. I think that's that's totally reasonable.
Yep, I'm a huge fan of, if it's like right on the way, or I can make it
Mhm.
on the way with like a minimal
Yeah.
difference, like getting that one check in that can prevent me
Mhm.
having to do a whole dungeon. I'm a huge fan of it personally.
Yes.
I'm
And
a
I think
pretty
that
big
that's
gambler
actually
too, and it's kind of a gamble play, right? And I, try to gamble and win sometimes.
that's why they have all those big buildings in Vegas.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It looks like
so let's
RJ's
see.
following the same
Yeah.
path. Gonna get that ice rod.
The casual hour 20 old man check.
Will
So
be
this is
interesting to see if they go for that tablet first.
I will I so to your point, I would really like, especially since they're already going to be here and on the left side. And again, this is one of those things like I really for their sake, I would hope that they do, because again, if they are just following Josh, they're it's going to be, it's not impossible, but it is difficult to make it all the way back. Right. And I think when you're playing coming from a death, and you don't know if what happened with your opponent, right? But I think that what you were saying would have made sense to me there, to go over from the left side and get the ether check, because you might be able to just skip all of this stuff, right? You have no idea, but
Yeah, for sure. It's just kind of one of those things. Like it doesn't take that much more time, and if you get lucky and hit it, then
yeah.
you're saving so much time.
Whoop. Okay, we got a little fun with pokies.
The one good thing is even if we don't find our bombos here in TR, we did pick up that tempered sword, which is going to be a huge help for Ganon. That's for sure.
Yeah, making the fights a lot better. Also, the rest of the way is a big offense matters a lot. I forget who it was, but there was a race that I just remember it like really stuck in my head. Clearly not well enough because I don't remember who was racing. But what ended up happening was that one runner had like a pretty materially better route and did less stuff, but the other one got a tempered sword and ended up winning largely because like on almost every fight they were saving like kind of reasonably large chunks of time and ended up like literally catching them in the Ganon fight.
Yeah, and I mean, you can save with tempered sword so much time on Ganon, especially if you're like not comfortable with Master Sword Ganon. Because if you're not comfortable with it or not super practiced,
It's very
and, like,
hard.
can do like some Mario strats and stuff like that, the difference can be massive on Ganon.
Yeah. That was interesting. RJ actually like deked to the left there, like he was not going to go do TR for. Oh, okay.
Wait a second.
This is interesting. He has ether, but he is not following ether.
He's going for that tablet.
This is again like this is maybe good for him.
It is though.
I mean, it is good for
Bombos
him.
is here. If Bombos is here and they don't get that tempered sword, though, it could also
that would be
a pretty
very
big
interesting.
difference. Yeah,
that would be very interesting indeed. I hope that he actually, since he's come all the way back over here, I hope he does Spike Cave. But I'm not sure.
Oh, there it
my
is. That's why you do it first.
Just go to where the items are. Okay, so good news, bad news. Yes.
Having that tempered sword, though, man, that can be big if we don't find another sword in GT or something.
It does suck. He's got a lot of money. He should like we have some potions now. I mean, I would hope that what we see is after he finishes here, he just goes and buys like 3 blues.
Yeah, have tons of money. Have 3 bottles. Yeah. I would definitely stock up before having to even think about the potential of a Master Sword Ganon.
Yeah.
Also,
so this
RJ is down some hearts compared to Josh. I'm actually not sure how that happened.
Yeah. Left side swamp is part of it.
Yeah, there were 2 over there, weren't there?
Yeah, and I think maybe 1 in here. Or is that the 2? That's the 2, I think. Yeah. Yeah, there were 2 on left side swamp. Yeah, so this is going to be really, really interesting. So Josh is now pretty unquestionably behind. RJ is in go mode. But also, how much does he open? And do we find another sword somewhere? Because Josh is going to Josh still has another, I don't know, minute plus here finishing this out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you really, if you like get the God Mire, I don't think you really do much more in Mire, but you're just kind of hoping at that point you get something in GT.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So RJ has probably like a 3 to 4 minute lead, I would guess. Because, well, it depends. Like if Josh just immediately after finishing this goes and gets his just pick up the pot and throw
Yeah,
it.
there's a chance. There's a
works.
chance. Josh just leaves and turns on that green pendant immediately and just doesn't come back up to mountain. Yeah,
that's what I'm wondering. And if he does that, like, because at that point maybe you're like, well, I don't want to go back up the mountain. I'm going into ice, and I'm looking for my fire-locked fire. And if he does that, he's going to be like, 8 minutes behind. All right, did we get the nice one cycle Trinex?
That's really, really nice on Trinex so far. Right. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is going to be really, really interesting here. So RJ got his. Oh my God, so RJ is definitely finishing on Master Sword.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude.
Oh,
I mean, good thing you got the silvers, but like this is.
Yeah, the funny thing is, sometimes I feel like silvers with Master Sword Ganon's almost harder than silverless because it's really hard to get that spin attack in and then like get the silver shots off. It's really hard sometimes.
Man. All right, this is really bad for Josh though. Like, yeah, he's leaving. He's gonna follow. I get it. He's chasing his green pendant.
Yeah, you got that green pendant. You're committing to it. You gotta make your play pay off at this point. Hopefully he goes back up to mountain. But I mean, what else is there? There's Smith Chain.
I mean, Spike Cave there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might feel like Smith Chain, Hammer Pegs, and all that is a little bit denser. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question. Like I could see him saying, "Well, the mountain's dead."
Oh no!
Yeah, he's going to ice.
Going to ice.
He's going to ice.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not shocked, but this is obviously not the answer, and he's going to fall really far behind.
Yeah, I honestly, I think I would have considered after coming out of TR, head to the left and get those 2 things before turning in the pendant. You're up there, it's not that longer. You can save and quit from Spike Cave, but unfortunately, heading into ice.
I also want to call out like Josh, RJ did a nice job with the spooky there. Spooky action at a distance, which is the best glitch, best named glitch. In the community. So, but this is not. I mean,
is there a history of why it's named that?
Because it's actually materially similar to. So, spooky action at a distance is a, like a scientific principle, or principle's not the right word, but like a. Sorry, RJ, just use your silvers, please. This is so much slow. This is so much slow.
This is the second
you have 30 arrows.
That he's not.
You have 30 arrows and still. Oh my gosh, this is so painful. Like, not painful. It's like it's painful because, like, hopefully at some point after when he watches this back, he will realize it's like, dude, you did a great job, but just use your silvers here, please.
But if it's a giant eye, you shoot it with silvers, and it usually dies instantly.
And now he's like, oh my god, I had silvers. No. Okay. But so spooky action at a distance is like a particle. It's a something in particle physics, I think, where when you you can actually like basically quantum entangle two particles. So anybody who actually knows this stuff is probably like, this is being explained wrong, so I apologize in advance. But they will, when you do that and then you move them separate from each other, if you impart a rotation on one of them, the other will also rotate, even though they are no longer next to each other. And so it was a coined spooky action because it's weird, right? Like you're actually getting the other one to move, even though it's no longer being directly associated with the first particle, which is kind of what happens in this glitch. Is we hit this thing at a distance, and something else at a distance also changes. So it is kind of similar enough, and I think that the actual principle is really cool. So.
All right, I will be sure to schedule a physics lesson so I can better understand the link to the past right after this.
There are several actual physicists in the community who are probably like, this guy PH just, but I highly recommend talking to them. They know what they're talking about. Spooky action at distance is awesome. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
All right, well, back to the race. We got RJ here heading up to GT. So let's go ahead and get some guesses in chat here. Get some numbers in 1 through 22.
1 through 22. What could that be?
Yeah. Do you wanna explain it for us, Professor PH?
Professor, actually, I think you could just combine the two into one.
Oh, you're right.
There are 22 checks in Ganon's Tower where the Ganon's Tower big key may be hiding. And we are going to see which one RJ finds it in. And some people like to use Price is Right rules. You're not allowed to go over. Others, it's just whomever is closer. What's your preference?
I'm not a fan of Price is Right rules, you know.
All right.
This isn't the Price is Right. This isn't money. It's fine.
It's not money. I thought that was why we all played this game. No?
Yeah, no, I haven't made any money from this game. How much have you made? Jeez.
All those huge Twitch advertising dollars that we all.
Oh yeah.
Once every 6 months. Oh, congratulations. Yeah. Right. Oh, okay, good. I got worried for Josh for a sec. He still has his screen.
So okay. Numbers are closed off, so we'll see how we get. Going right here. We'll have it's 1. I'm not gonna count the whole way. You can count in your mind.
All right, yeah. So RJ is doing Hope Left. There are a number of different strategies for GT routing. Hope Left is most of them end up being more or less equal on average. It just always feels bad if you pick the one that is the slower one in the moment. It's very annoying, but
yep,
most of them you can just do whatever you like, and they'll all kind of work out more or less the same eventually. There we go.
The big key.
So that's 4, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. I'm actually a little
surprised he didn't open up 2 more chests looking for that tempered. I would have.
I agree with you.
We know it's not there, but oh man,
but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Also, even if it's like, and I mean, I know you have silvers, but even something like half magic would be worth it. So I'm a little surprised. I guess he has a bunch of potions, but still.
He has a bunch of potions, but yeah, it's.
I'm a little surprised he didn't try to proc, because like, there's not that much. I guess he has a fair amount left in the game. Like, Josh is gonna have done substantially more by the end of this because he's got the TR clear, he's got the ice clear.
Yeah,
is this catfish? I think this might be catfish.
Or Smith chain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, yes, of course. That would be much better.
Yeah, I would have checked those. I am the #1 hater of Master Sword Ganon.
Yeah, Smith chain. Yeah, I would. I mean, I would 100% check all 4 if you're on. I guess Master Sword Syphilis isn't bad, but also there's 2 swords out in the world. Like, yeah, it's probably another less than 5 seconds to check those 2 things. And if you get it right, it'll save you I don't know, like a minute and change, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it'll save you a lot of time for sure. I mean, again, it
Plus
depends
the
on what your
emotional damage.
execution is like on Master Sword Ganon, but it can
Yeah.
save a significant amount.
Yeah, like I'm assuming that we're not going to see like I don't like this is like I'm assuming we're not going to see like a 3x1 Master Sword Samaria strats here or something.
Yeah,
Like those
two in
do
one, I think,
exist
is
in the community,
possible.
but they are rare and difficult and
Yeah.
require significant practice. We are getting a Samaria. Okay.
Yeah, I've been seeing this during the Mentor tournament a lot. I never knew about it. I kind of want to learn it because it seems kind of cool, especially if you come in here with like, no silvers and low magic or something.
Yeah, I agree. It's very fun. I probably wouldn't do it with silver arrows.
Yeah.
Specifically,
That's what I was saying. If you
but-
come in here without silvers, it could be very useful.
Yeah. I get it. I get it when you're entering after grabbing the fairy, like it kind of messes with the landmo RNG a bit. So I understand the concern. In NMG, it actually, if you can get it right, it can be really good because not using all that magic can actually be pretty important. It can save you. It can actually be, I think, a small time save if you get it on the one cycle and you don't pick up the other magics later. You have to talk to somebody who actually, like, I know Bitey likes to use it in his runs.
We have a little trouble with the Wiz robes on the RJ side. All right, we turned in the purple chest. We're getting bombos. I think that leaves one thing left, right?
Oh, a few things, right? We've got because Josh still has
catfish, I think. Wait,
Pyramid Fairy and
Catfish. Oh man.
Pyramid Fairy Catfish,
Yeah.
and then Ether Tablet, Spike Cave, I think is the list.
Yeah, I mean, Josh technically isn't out of this. If RJ's never done Master Sword Ganon ever, it's possible. I'm doubting that's the situation, but it's like an extreme long shot at this point, I would have to say.
I think it is. I would put it this way: to borrow the, the arrows of doom that you see on like Fear Agent's stream when he's doing a jank stream. We would have 3 arrows in RJ's side and probably be like looking for the size control to make them bigger. Like this is a very hard, because like Josh at this point has to still get, like, he's going to at minimum finish Big Bomb, even if he just says Catfish doesn't exist and I don't care, which would be a little bit of a surprise. He then has to go up and do Ether Tablet. Once he does Ether Tablet, then he has to go and he has to finish Mire. Then he has to go into GT and get through all of it. So he's got it, and that's why it's like this is not necessarily like a particularly good representation of the race overall, because Josh actually had a solid lead for a pretty good chunk of it.
But pretty much all of it until Bombos, actually.
Yeah, but like that's what basically makes, I think that's what makes Rando interesting, but can also be frustrating, right? Is that like at this point, watching this back, like he's going to say like, oh my gosh, if it's not in that one specific location, what happens? It's but it was, and that's how it goes. But yeah, like he played really well for like the time delta that we're seeing here is really not a representation of how well he played or didn't play. And this isn't like nothing against RJ. Like I think it is what RJ did there. Like we were talking about it. Like we liked that call, and it's just unfortunate for Josh that not choosing to do that was basically the worst possible decision that he could make.
Yeah, and that's kind of the crazy thing about Rando. Sometimes you know you can make 20 good decisions in a row, then you make one bad one at the end, and that's the entire match right there. It's kind of wild sometimes.
Yeah. So on that note, RJ is dropping into Ganon here, and Josh is going to get this Bombos and kind of think to himself, oh man, I could have come over here and then I mean, that's where like your heart just kind of drops when you realize that it was like, oh, this wasn't that bad of a spot, and I just did so much stuff.
Yep, and here we go on RJ side. Gonna see the Master Sword Ganon. See how this goes. Hopefully, pretty well for them.
So RJ, as we saw, RJ bought a ton of potions, and we have the cape. So I think we should be abusing that as much as we can. You want to get above, like when you can, you want to get double spins in here. Like if you get below Ganon, like there, if you get below Ganon in the middle of him, you will get a double spin. Like these single spins make this phase take a lot longer. Like there you
yeah,
go.
Yeah,
Like
that's a nice double. Yeah, those are good doubles. Got to hit a little bit,
so
but
like,
it's fine. We have tons of potions. Okay, we're good. We're
okay.
good.
We're fine. Everything's fine. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna be patient.
Busting out the cape right about now. There we go.
Yes, we have cape. We have cape. Okay.
Yeah.
And I like this is not like I literally there was a league race that I very nearly lost for our team because I managed to die multiple times, and then the comment my teammate said was, "PH, you have cape," because I had forgotten I had cape and died on Ganon twice. Thank you, James FNX. But anyway, so one sympathizes, but you really.
Oh, yeah, taking some hits here. Master Sword Ganon is a hard fight. I'm of the opinion it's the hardest fight in the game.
Oh God! We have another potion. Okay, is that all of our potions?
I don't know. We used 2 blues and a green so far. I don't know if we have a fourth.
Oh my gosh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Oh. Oh man, do we have another? We got one more.
We have 4 potions.
Yeah,
all right.
You know. Once you get past phase 2, it gets a lot calmer of a fight. So we just gotta get a few more hits in here.
Do not panic. Do not panic. We're panicking. We're not panicking. Okay, good. I thought he was gonna try and go for another hit.
No. You know, nice and steady. All right, transition.
Okay,
that's good.
Oh my God! I'm so scared.
Oh man.
Don't.
Oh, that was so close. Okay. Man.
Oh, welcome everyone to Fire Elements and PH freaking out for the last 5 minutes. Okay,
we're dodging.
We are dodging. Yes, Silver, your one weakness. Oh my God, dude. No.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. Okay.
No.
Okay.
You know, the rough part about this too is the money situation is really low.
That's
so we're
true.
gonna get like one semi restock. We can afford 2 blues.
So I actually think we have
get some reds or something.
I think I would go get 2 fairies here because most of his use there wasn't actually for magic. He wasn't. I would have used the cape more, but he wasn't really pushing the cape that hard, and he could be grabbing fairies from the trees.
That's a very true point. I've actually never thought about that. That thought has literally never crossed my mind. I know when I played this the first time in L, I used those fairies, but never really crossed my. Oh. Yeah, we're getting some fairies.
Okay.
That's very smart. I would have never thought about that, honestly, but that's so smart.
Yeah, that's good. I think this will.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
No,
that's
grab your health. Grab your health. No, just walk into the third one.
Yeah, I'm not sure why are we not on.
Why are we not on full?
Maybe we're.
Okay, this is fine. There's another.
Actually, I don't know. The tree for the fairy. Wait. Oh. Okay.
He left it up on the top, so we have to walk around.
Yeah, I was like, wait, where's that portal? I forgot.
Okay, so to your point earlier, this does open the door. Like Josh has a long way to go, but one more fight going poorly, and because then we're out of fairies to get
money,
magic refills.
You're just doing yeah.
And at that point, it gets very awkward. Okay. RJ, good luck.
This fight is so brutal.
Yeah. Oh, it's awful. It's very difficult. I would say it is worth I would not put this on the list of things to practice first, but as you play this more, it is absolutely worth practicing. I do like having a fairy here because it means that he can be more aggressive on some of the earlier phases without having to use his cape, which means he can save his magic for later.
Yeah, that was such a smart play to grab those fairies. I wouldn't have thought about it, honestly. It was going pretty well so far, actually.
I'm scared to say anything. Just
yeah, oops, I didn't say anything. Please strike it from the record.
And look what happened. He just got.
Yeah, man. After I said something, this is
Fire elements. Come on,
it's my fault.
All right, another fairy. We still have another fairy. It's fine.
Yep, still got a fairy. Got 2 blues.
Yeah. We're just all watching quietly.
Yeah, this is intense.
There's not that much else to say. It's just like, please do it. Please do it right. I mean, well, Josh has taken down Vidi.
Yeah, still an entire GT away.
Yes.
It would honestly maybe need two more deaths at this point.
I think that it would. The issue would be like if we have another fail, then the fight gets a lot more difficult because he can't go get like a whole bunch of potions and stuff.
Yeah, and somebody in chat said saving and quitting before buying the potions wouldn't be the worst idea because then you could just
reset. Yeah. Yep. Totally. Oh my god.
Okay, didn't fall off. We're good. We're good.
I was worried. Okay.
All right.
Nope.
Wait, did that? Yeah, that didn't hit.
No, it didn't hit. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Dude. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it's actually really hard to get the spin attack and then shoot your silver on him. It is so hard. Like I partially think it's harder to do Ganon with silvers than it is silverless sometimes, just because of how hard it is sometimes.
The one saving grace in this. Oh, this is actually interesting. This is smart. We never actually saw what this was.
That is true.
I don't think.
Unfortunately. Can you use bees against Ganon? I'm sure that'll help, right?
You should be able to, but you cannot.
Yeah, I think we're getting
another. Yeah.
Yep. Good idea.
Yeah. That's So we're going to be re-entering the fight here, pretty close to the same state that we did the last fight. Like.
Yep.
Because he didn't use either of his blues,
and
which is good.
it wasn't a death this time. It's just gonna a bad fall there. So
yeah,
hopefully they'll have it this time. I mean, I feel like the second attempt was better than the first up until that fall. So hopefully it just keeps getting better here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Josh is on gold swords, silvers, and 16 hearts. Oh man, this game. Yeah, his second fight, phase 1 and phase 2, were actually pretty darn good. Like he got a lot more double hits.
Oh yeah, they were. It was
there. You go.
It was going really well.
Ugh.
I do wonder if some of that is having the fairies and just feeling a little bit more confident and being able to go for more things.
I think it is. I think you're absolutely right. Okay, so Josh is going to DM route here, which means he's going to get that big key right away. So he is starting his climb. So yeah, I mean, you were okay. We have a fairies. You were saying it, and you're right. Like the clock is ticking here for RJ here. Like I think he probably he might be able to fail this one more time and be okay, but I think he might need to get it here. Because of how long this fight can take versus how fast Josh's fight is going to be.
If he fails again, it'll depend on where the failure is at this point, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like if he falls in mid phase 4, he still has one more fairy, I think, right?
Yeah, he has a fairy. I think he has 2 potions. Still feeling pretty calm right now. Oh, okay.
Less calm.
Yeah. Well, still, I think he has 2 potions, right? 2 blues.
Yeah, he has both blues. That's true. But
Oh, might want to pop one of them.
I think he can take one more
Yeah.
hit. It's 2 hearts, I think.
I think if you hit the bat, it is, but if you hit Ganon, I think it's
Oh yeah,
more, right?
Ganon's
Yeah.
more. No, Ganon Hug is 4 on red now. Okay,
Yeah,
you're into phase 3.
that. Oh,
God.
oh,
No, no.
he? Okay, I was gonna say he turned off his silvers. Hope he noticed.
Yeah. This is also like, this is so hard. I've been in this situation before. This is so hard once you have this happen once, because you get so like, I have 100% been in this exact spot, and like the following fights are so much more difficult mentally. Like it is so hard to like settle back in and just be like, okay, I just got to do this, because like in your brain you're like, oh my god.
Oh, okay. Knocked the wrong way, at least, or the right way.
Yeah, not off.
Yeah, not off.
Okay,
Right,
1.
Got 1. Oh.
I'm literally tearing out my hair right now. I'm so
This is just so intense. Okay, should I get a second here? Oh, nope. Man, it's so hard to get those hits in with a Master Sword sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and he's clearly really nervous about getting hit by the fire.
Yeah,
2.
We got 1 here.
Okay,
That's 2 halfway.
Nope. Oh my god.
Gotta pop the potion.
Okay.
It's the last one.
Meanwhile, Josh is like in the middle of just like absolutely crushing the climb here. Like let's not forget, like we have been like enraptured by what's going on in our days. Josh has just been like absolutely chugging along here.
Just one more. Just one more needed.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just need one more hit. This. Oh man. No.
Bro.
Oh man, come on.
Please.
Don't. Okay. No, this isn't it. Yeah. This one might be it. No. Oh man. One
he doesn't
hit
have more
away.
potions.
Yeah, we're out.
Dude.
You gotta get it. Gotta get this hit
This is
in right here.
if he doesn't get
this is it. He's got it.
Is it? Oh my god.
That's it. Oh man. Everyone, get your
GG's.
GG's in for RJ. Definitely. Definitely deserving of that one after that.
Okay.
Oh man, we have RJ finishing with an official time of 1:51:54.
7:04.
Not quite
really,
7
actually.
seconds, but
7 minutes 4 seconds. I think
7 minutes.
Race time is off.
Race time is a little off. Well, you know, that can be adjusted. Man, that was a crazy ending.
Yeah. Like,
and I bet you know, I don't know if RJ was watching the race room during that, but there's got to be like such a relief if you know, you look after and be like, oh my god, you know, like I still won.
I would 1000%. The second I fell the first time, I would just have the race room up the whole time and just be like staring at it. Like,
yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. If I'm on Ganon, it gets minimized. I'm like, I need to focus on this. I don't want to be looking at, you know, the race room, and you know, my brain needs to focus on one thing, not two at this point. You know?
No, for sure.
Like honestly, when the GT climb starts, I minimize the race room. I'm like, nope, full focus right now.
Yeah.
Hey, looks like Josh might be finishing this one off. We'll get to see a very different Ganon experience.
Slight difference. Just really, they're close, almost identical. Oh, they are okay. So we are going to skip interviews, take a short break, and then roll straight into game two. So
Awesome.
just general GGs to RJ, and sorry that we don't get a chance to chat and congratulate you on the call. But if you watch this back, really being able to like just settle back in and finish that Ganon fight is so hard. That was really really well done. GGs.
For sure. And, just in general, I want to give a shout out to both of our runners, Josh the Canuck and RJ Go ahead and give both of them a follow. And also just going to give a shout out to all of our crew. We have Lumaga on the restream, TD Silent Pain doing the tracking, and we have PH here with co-commentating with me. So give them all a follow as well.
I completely agree with all of that except following me. Please don't. But no, like I'm gonna take a second here while Josh finishes up this fight. The mentor tournament is like I think the best thing the community does. Lumaga and the whole team, all of the admins are just amazing. I'm specifically calling out Lumaga here only because he's also restreaming. So thank you. But yeah, like this is I think the best event that we do, and I'm always so stoked to be a part of it. Fire Elements is one of the awesome new runners. RJ and Josh, two amazing new runners as well. Everyone, you should watch them more. And I couldn't be happier to have people entering the community. Huge GGs to Josh as well. Really tough. That one was doing great, and then really just that one decision kind of turned the race on its head. But certainly made for a fantastic finish.
Yeah, that was exciting, and I mean just in general, just kind of to echo what you said about the the mentor tournament and how great it is, and how many great runners that have been in it. It's great mentors, great mentees, and yeah, it's just been great. And you were my mentor for a couple weeks as well, so thanks for all you've done as well.
Oh, I couldn't be happier. Thank you for being willing to have to listen to me talk at you for 2 hours, just like everyone else on this restream. So thank you all so much. I think we are probably going to take a brief break here. I believe we've got an amazing second game coming up here between these two runners. Going to be just so much fun. And we've got two other incredible co-coms. We've got Krista and Sean, I believe, are going to be following us up here in the booth. So stick around for that, and good luck. Good luck to everyone in the rest of the tournament.